So welcome back everyone, Mike here. It is another beautiful evening here in Pennsylvania, just about perfect. And out here in the woods, it's probably, I don't know, 10, maybe even 15 degrees cooler than if I was out working in the hot sunshine somewhere. Really, really nice day to be out here. What I'm working on, I'm kind of busting open a new trail to get to a section of the property that I don't think you've ever even seen before. I need to continue down this hill behind me here. I'll make a turn, cross over, go up the other side, and then I'll follow a ridge top out for probably, I don't know, 200 yards, something like that. And then I'll drop down into a nice flat piece. Obviously, I'm not gonna get all that done tonight, but at least I'm gonna get started. But that's not really what tonight's video is about. What we're gonna talk about today, I wanna answer a couple questions that I keep getting asked repeatedly, and seems to be more often. One of those questions is, what is gonna happen with the partnership that I have with RK Tractors? As many of you know, I have a 2-year agreement with them where I get to use the RK24, the 37, and the 55, plus a whole bunch of attachments. And I think we have, I don't know, maybe 6 months left in that agreement, something like that. And to tell you the truth, I really don't know yet. I don't know the answer to the question. But I do know no matter what happens, everything's gonna work out just fine. You know what I mean? A lot of people, I don't know, they get excited about it for some reason. I mean, it'd be great to keep all 3 tractors and I know it's working for me. I know it's working for them. I like the tractors. And by the way, I don't know how many hours I have combined on all 3 of them. Probably 300 hours, maybe more, something like that. I haven't had any trouble at all with any of them, just so you know. But yeah, that's the answer to that question. I don't know. I know it's working for me. It's working for them. We just kind of start talking about what we're going to do moving forward. I really don't know. But no matter what happens, everything's going to work out just fine. It always does. So that's the first question I keep getting asked, and that's the answer to that. I don't know right now. When I have updates, I'll let you guys know first. The second question that I keep getting asked quite often, it seems like every video, no matter if there's a tractor in it or not, somebody says, what are you doing with the Kubota? What's happening with the Kubota? Because if you remember, when I started this channel, I was using a Kubota L3901. And it's a good tractor, had no problems. And then I had the partnership with RK Tractors, and so that's all I've been using on the channel. So we're gonna answer that question, what's going on with the Kubota, here in just a bit. Right now, I'm gonna work on this trail a little bit more. I have about 100 feet done and maybe, I don't know, another 18 or 1900 feet to go. I know it's hard on video to tell how steep something is, but believe me, this is getting pretty steep. And when I scrape that vegetation off there with the grapple, you know, all that stuff kind of holds the moisture. It's real wet topsoil right there. I was having some trouble backing back up the hill. What I'm going to do is just wait till tomorrow afternoon. This will dry out real nice. I'll be able to run up and down it no problem at all. But it is, that topsoil, all that vegetation on it. I mean, we haven't had rain for a few days. It's been in the mid 80s, sun, wind. It's wet underneath that vegetation. So it'll dry up tomorrow and I'll continue on down there. So since I got the Wood Miser sawmill, I must confess, I look at these trees and the woods a little bit differently than I did before. You know, before I used to always look for dead trees or blowdowns, things like that for firewood. But man, look at this beauty right here. That cherry tree right there, probably, I don't know, 20 feet, straight as an arrow, maybe a little bit more. Probably 24 inches in diameter, something like that. This is a beauty right here. That is a really nice tree. I'm not going to take it down, but I will definitely keep my eye on this one. You know, look for signs of distress. No reason to take it down. That would be a great tree to put on that Wood Miser. Well, while I'm out here and I got the tractor and the grapple, I have a few small firewood poles right over here. I might as well root them out of here, cut them up. So that'll be a decent load for the Ranger. Not bad. Oh, before I forget, I want to answer another question that keeps getting asked. Check out this little clip from a video that we published the other day. Now, every time I cut firewood like that, you know, I'm holding the pole up off the ground with the grapple, and I have the dump trailer there. A lot of people ask the question, and you know, they're real nice, and they're curious. Why don't I just cut the ends off and let them fall right into the trailer instead of cutting them off, picking them up, and putting them in the trailer? It's a good question when you just think about it like that, you know, it kind of makes sense. Now, everyone, like I said, is real nice when they ask the question. Well, there was one guy that said anybody with any intelligence at all would cut the wood off the poles and let it fall into the trailer. Look at this clip one more time. So that pole's about, I don't know, 30, 35 feet long. The trailer's about 4 feet wide, 5 feet long, something like that. So at best, you know, you could maybe carry it over top of the trailer, cut 4 off, set the saw down, get on the tractor, you know, move, get the next section over the top of the trailer, cut 4 more pieces, get off the tractor. You see where I'm going there? So I say anybody with any intelligence would realize that that pole's 35 feet long and the trailer's like smaller. But anyway, the Kubota tractor, I keep getting asked a lot of questions about it, like where is it? Why don't I use it? What are you going to do with it? All sorts of guys kind of want to know what's going on there. Well, the truth of the matter is I sold the Kubota. I did. It's gone. I sold it to a nice couple. They're retired. It's at their camp right now, and I think they're going to be building a house there. It'll make them a good tractor, and I'm sure they'll get a lot of use out of it. I sold it for several different reasons. Number one, I wasn't using it. Number two, I don't need 4 tractors. Number 3, as you know, storage around here is at a premium. We're working on that, just kind of in the way. Number 4, no matter what happens with the RK thing, I would probably be buying a bigger tractor than the L3901 anyway. It was a good tractor. I didn't have any real problems with it at all. Just, you know, some safety switch stuff on the seat. Power takeoff switch, just minor things. Good tractor though, never had any real issues with it, but it just doesn't lift enough. Compared to the RK37, it lifts a lot more, and especially with the sawmill, carrying big logs and things like that. Kubota didn't have the third function valve on it, so it just wasn't getting used. It just kind of collecting dust, really, so it's gone. And no matter what happens, like I said, with the RK tractors thing, it'll all work out. I always have a tractor or 2 around here, something like that. And like I mentioned earlier in the video, we're talking right now, trying to figure out what we're going to do next. You know, they're happy, I'm happy. We just maybe need to work something out. But I think that's about it. We went over the RK tractor thing. We went over the Kubota, why I don't cut firewood poles right in the dump trailer. We covered that. Got some wood cut, got part of a trail started. I think that's about it. But anyway, like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.